I'm Brian Otto.
Okay.
Alan Otto. Neil Otto.
And you guys are originally from this area?
Born and raised.
Born and raised?
All of us.
All of us.
Been farming this whole area?
Yep. We used to stay within 5 miles of home, but we've had to go a little farther than that now.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah. So how long have you guys been doing no-till?
Since 2001.
2001. Is everything you guys have no-till, or is it some no-till?
100% no-till.
How many acres no-till?
We started out at probably about 12 or 1,300. We're about almost 5,000. 49.95.
What rotation? What all do you guys plant?
We're usually wheat, bean, corn, back to wheat.
Okay.
We run 3 years before we're back to wheat. Whether it goes beans and then corn or corn and then beans, we kind of flip-flop them a little bit. That way we're planting wheat back into some bean ground or into some corn ground. Grid sample everything every 5 years. That's been we try to keep we're trying to work on our pH now, and the grid sampling allows us to variable rate it, put it where it needs to go, and that's been pretty nice.
Yeah.
The grid sampling's just been an eye opener.
Yeah.
the things that you thought, for years and years of farming fields, you think one thing and find out that it's totally opposite when you get that grid sampling.
But no-till's definitely cut down on a lot of the erosion. It will give you a little extra time in the drought years. No, it's not the cure. If you're going to have 100 days of dry weather, you might be able to handle 5 more, but with no-till. But you're only going to get 4 or 5 extra days with it.
Yeah.
It's not the cure-all, but it definitely helps you.
As far as cover crops, do you guys use them? What kind?
I've been using them. Brother Chad's been using them.
We're trying to get set up to use them.
We're working at it. That is a whole different world to play in.
Yeah.
We 2 years ago we planted some barley and oats with radishes and turnips in it. Last year we run triticale, oats, and radishes. See a lot of benefits. I mean, of course, them fields we had to kill earlier, so we was able to put a extra pre-emerge on, so they're extremely clean. But I think having the mass out there helps deter the weeds anyway. They're some of our cleanest fields this year, but they've also got a lot more pre-emerge on them than the rest of the fields got put on. But
they planted better. I mean, that ground planted better. It was. You can tell the difference when you go from it to bare ground for sure.
Our biggest problem for us with the cover crops is finding we don't do a summer cover crop for the simple fact that every wheat acre turns right around, goes right back into double crop beans.
Yeah.
And if they don't make, we consider that a cover crop. They're still out there, but if if you can make a cash crop, you make a cash crop. So ours has to follow our fall crops, which means corn is not a problem. We can get them planted and get good growth before winter gets here. But beans coming off, in October, it doesn't give you a lot of growth. So we're still trying to figure out what we want to do there. We may have to up our seeding rates to do them, but we're trying to keep it as simple and as cost effective as we can. 1 year we rented just a regular grain drill and tried running it, and it worked pretty good. But last year Chad bought a 15-foot no-till drill just to plant some patches and stuff, and he ended up planting about 1,000 acres of cover crop with it. But we're going to have to get more effective at it, but we're kind of just trying a little bit here and there every year until we can figure out a little bit of what we want to do with it.
Yeah.
I really want to try rye in it, and rye is a 4-letter word in K County, Oklahoma. If you even say it, people get all big-eyed on you. But
I think the triticale really is.
The triticale
works just as good.
is a little better, but they claim it doesn't have the root mass that the cereal rye does. So that's what we're looking for, is root mass. Our biggest problem is the beans when they come off in October. Usually them acres are going to corn, and that's April, and there is a very small window to try to do a cover crop on them. So
Yeah.
Get much growth.
I don't know what we're gonna do there. You know, and that just may be we can't do a cover crop after soybeans, but you know, Chad done some last year.
That's the one crop I want to build after.
Yeah,
just
that's
keep
the one crop.
Trying to get cover on the fields for the winter time because there's just nothing left of it.
And that's what Chad done. He just went ahead and sprayed or planted triticale on them. He didn't do anything else, just planted straight triticale, and it held the ground to give him something green out there all winter long. And you know, we went to corn on it. Of course, all of his we terminated early, planning on going right out there and planting them, and then it started raining. So he could have got a little extra growth out of his, wouldn't it? Killed him 3 weeks before we planted them.
Mother Nature fights us all the time.
A couple guys have mentioned they've noticed an increase in their herbicide use. Have you
Yes.
guys noticed
Yes.
that too?
Well, I mean, I don't think. I mean, no-till, that is your cultivation now is herbicides. Corn is not a big issue. We have some very good chemicals out there. Don't have much problems in them. Beans, they're lacking in chemicals, which they're trying to catch up on that now. So you spend quite a bit on herbicides if you're going to plant beans. Lots of guys out there say, well, I'm just going to have to get the plow back out. We had a wind farm go in, and they done a whole lot of dirt work, and they drug rippers out there, and everywhere that ripper went is where all our weeds are at.
Yeah.
So tillage ain't the answer, because you're just turning the seeds up you buried years ago back to the top. So
Exactly.
Depends on
we're learning more, and it's always going to be a fight. You know, weed resistance is a huge issue, and you know, our soybean fields is our major problem. You know, we can do a really good job out in the field. It's the outside 120 foot we have the biggest problem with, but new technology is going to help with that. I mean, we've got dicamba beans that have come out, and they've got some more stuff coming out that's going to help fight that. But